Welcome back to Wheel Rev. And when you spend time with the Burgman 400, the first impression often fades into something deeper. It's not just the convenience of the underseat storage, or the way the LED lighting gives you confidence in poorly lit streets. It's how the machine encourages you to slow down, to enjoy the rhythm of urban travel without the stress that usually accompanies it. Twist the throttle and it surges forward with a calm yet assertive power, never frantic, never jerky. It feels as though Suzuki tuned it specifically for riders who want something predictable, composed, and dignified on their daily routes. The Burgman has always been seen as the gentleman's scooter, and in 2025 that image is more refined than ever. Sit on the saddle, and you notice how much attention has gone into rider comfort. The seat itself is wide, contoured, and sculpted with lumbar support for long-distance comfort, while the passenger perch is equally generous. Suzuki has always known that this model attracts not just solo commuters but also couples who ride together on weekends or during short city escapes. With its sturdy grab rails and strong subframe, the Burgman 400 feels like a true two-up companion. On a weekend highway cruise, you can pack a couple of small bags under the seat, stash your devices in the glove compartment, and head out with confidence that the scooter won't leave you fatigued even after a couple of hours at highway speeds. Suzuki's engineers have also paid attention to little details that add up over time. The placement of the mirrors, the reach to the handlebars, the way your legs tuck into the bodywork, all of it feels deliberate. It creates a natural riding posture that doesn't force you into one position. You can sit upright and relaxed, or extend your legs forward slightly for a more stretched, cruiser-like feel. This versatility makes a difference in real-world riding, where changing your posture can keep you comfortable during a long commute. The windscreen, though not the tallest in class, deflects a fair amount of air away from your chest. If you're taller, you may want to add an aftermarket extension, but for most riders the stock screen balances protection and style. On the move, what stands out is how planted the scooter feels. That larger 15-inch front wheel makes a noticeable difference on uneven city streets or when leaning into curves at higher speeds. The handling is more motorcycle-like than many expect from a scooter of this size, and that inspires confidence. Unlike some smaller scooters that feel twitchy, the Burgman glides with stability. It is agile enough to weave through traffic but sturdy enough not to feel unsettled when a gust of wind hits you on the highway. The suspension isn't overly soft either. There's a nice balance between absorbing bumps and keeping the ride firm enough for responsive cornering. Braking deserves a special mention, because it's here that Suzuki shows it understands the kind of riders who will buy this machine. Twin front discs and ABS provide reliable stopping power, and when combined with traction control, the Burgman 400 feels safe and predictable even on slick roads. Riders in rainy climates will especially appreciate this, as it removes a lot of anxiety from daily commuting. That T-handle parking brake, though a small feature, is exactly the kind of practical touch you only realize the value of once you've lived with it. Park on an incline, secure the scooter with a flick of the wrist, and it stays put without hassle. Fuel economy is another strong suit. Depending on how aggressively you ride, many owners report well above 60 miles per gallon, with some even crossing into the 70 miles per gallon territory when riding conservatively. This kind of efficiency means you can realistically use the Burgman 400 as your primary transport, and the running costs remain manageable. With a 3.6-gallon tank, you're looking at well over 200 miles between fill-ups and mixed conditions, which is a reassuring figure whether you're a commuter or a weekender. Styling in 2025 really helps the Burgman stand apart. The new colors are more than just paint, they give this scooter distinct personalities. The pearl matte shadow green with gold wheels feels understated yet classy, almost European in taste. The blacked-out version with matching gold highlights is the one for riders who like stealth with a dash of flair. And the reflective metallic blue brings a fresher, sportier appeal that could attract younger buyers. Paired with LED lighting and sharp body lines, the scooter communicates a sense of modernity without losing its practical DNA. This balance of stylish presence and everyday functionality is one of the Burgman's secret weapons. In the global market, competition is stiff. Yamaha's XMAX 300 and Honda's Forza 350 are clear alternatives. Both offer slightly different packages, with Yamaha leaning sportier and Honda leaning toward premium feel. But the Burgman 400 sets itself apart with a larger engine, highway-ready performance, and a reputation for long-term durability. Where rivals may excel in niche areas, Suzuki's offering feels like the all-rounder, refined, practical, and trustworthy. And while BMW C 400 GT is another competitor, its higher pricing makes the Burgman feel like the smarter purchase for riders who don't want to overspend yet still want the sense of riding something premium. Reliability is a big reason so many riders remain loyal to the Burgman family. Owners from previous generations often report tracking up tens of thousands of miles with nothing more than regular servicing. The 400cc single may not be thrilling on paper, but in practice it's a workhorse that just keeps going. That sense of dependability is critical in a machine that people buy not just for weekend fun but for daily, year-round transport. Suzuki's reputation in this area, combined with dealer networks and affordable parts, cements the Burgman as a scooter you can truly live with long-term. What really makes the 2025 model compelling is how it doesn't chase trends for the sake of novelty. Instead, it refines what has always made the Burgman successful: a comfortable ride, easy storage, approachable design, and consistent performance. This continuity builds trust. You know exactly what you're getting: a mature scooter that delivers day in, day out, and now wears a sharper, more modern look to match the current market. And when you finally step back after a ride, it becomes clear why the Burgman 400 continues to be such a beloved name in the maxi-scooter class. It isn't trying to be something it's not. It's not the most powerful or the most luxurious, but it combines enough of everything: a comfort, style, practicality, safety, efficiency to make it feel like one of the most complete packages on the road today. At just under $9,000 in the US, or a little over £7,000 in the UK, it represents both a practical investment and a lifestyle upgrade. For anyone considering a machine that can genuinely replace a car for urban commuting, while still being fun enough to take on open roads, the Burgman 400 remains a scooter that deserves serious attention. The 2025 model shows once again that Suzuki knows how to balance form and function, and for many riders, it might just be the sweet spot between everyday utility and aspirational style.